Hey soul family, welcome back to the channel. This is the White Feather Tarot, and in today's reading we're taking a look at your March 2025 predictions. Can't wait to get straight into them. By the way, if you prefer to pick your pile or piles using your zodiac signs, you will find a timestamp for that down in the description box. If you prefer for Spirit to pick your pile today, that's also an option, and you will find the timestamp for that down in the description box. Otherwise, I will zoom you in if you prefer to pick your pile using your intuition. And in today's reading, you can pick your deck using the Empress on top of each deck. And you can pick your pile using your crystals. If this is your preferred method, let me introduce each crystal to you. For pile number 1, you've got the beautiful Lapis Lazuli. For pile number 2, you've got the beautiful Garnett. For pile number 3, you've got the beautiful green Jasper. And for pile number 4, you've got the beautiful yellow Aventurine. So take a look at which one of these 4 piles you're the most drawn to, and this will be the pile for you here today. As I always encourage you, in case you feel drawn to more than one pile, maybe even all of the piles, trust your intuition. They're meant to guide you to the messages you're meant to hear today regarding your month of March 2025. Once you're ready, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box. Click on your times and I will see you in your readings. Oh, and please note that in a moment I will be assigning different zodiac signs to each pile. And so if this is something that you do not prefer, please pause the video and take as much time as you need. But if you prefer to pick your piles using your zodiac signs, then my dear soul family, as you know, this part of the introduction was created specifically for you guys. And what I'm going to do is shuffle your zodiac signs a little bit, and then I'll be drawing out 3 signs for each pile. Okay. Right, let's get straight into it. I think I've got 3 here, or 4. 1, 2, 3. Right, so these will be the signs for pile number 1. These will be the signs for pile number 2. Hello. These will be the signs for pile number 3. And these will be the signs for pile number 4. All right, so let's see what we've got for today's reading. Pile number 1, the signs are Taurus, Virgo, as well as Aries. For pile number 2, the signs are Capricorn, Scorpio, as well as Gemini. The signs for pile number 3 are Pisces, Aquarius, as well as Sagittarius. And the signs for pile number 3 are Leo, Cancer, as well as Libra. So, my dear soul family, these are the zodiac signs and their association to each of the piles in today's reading. Please feel free to pick your pile or piles using your sun, moon, or rising. I highly recommend you check out the 3. Alternatively, if you prefer to pick your pile, of course, or piles using any other placements in your chart, please feel free to do that. These are just suggestions to make it easier for you to pick your pile. Once you're ready, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box. Click on your timestamps and I will see you in your readings. The next section is all about Spirit picking your pile today. By the way, if you don't want Spirit to pick your pile today, please pause the video, of course, and take as much time as you need. But if you wish for Spirit to pick your pile today, you're in the right section. As we do every day, we'll be assigning a different tarot card to each pile. And so the Magician will be presenting pile number 1, the High Priestess pile number 2, the Empress pile number 3, and of course the Emperor pile number 4. We'll shuffle your cards around and see can I do this? Which one will pull my attention? There we go. So now it's organized. And the one that's pulling my attention or will pull my attention will be your chosen pile. Ah, there we go. I had a hard time grabbing this one. So, or I was about to miss grabbing, I actually missed grabbing this one. And so this is your chosen pile today. It is pile number 1. Okay, so my dear soul family, I truly hope you've enjoyed your pick a pile process today and that it brought you clarity on which pile you want to watch. Once you're ready, you know the drill. You'll find the timestamps down in the description box. Click on your times and I will see you in your readings. Hi, pile number 1. Welcome to your March 2025 predictions. This is going to be your reading. Very quickly, let me introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful Lapis Lazuli. And if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Taurus, Virgo, and Aries. Welcome to your reading, guys. If these are not your signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. And as you can see on the far right, there is the astrological chart of houses in which I'll be casting some runes on in a moment to get a detailed reading on your month. Right, can't wait to get straight into it. Let's cast your runes first before we check out your oracle cards. Ooh, I will take this as a sign. It's the Manaz rune. It popped right out, although it didn't hit any of the houses. It does look like it's significant in your month. And yeah, let's get straight into it. Let's shuffle your runes. And 1, 2, and 3. All right, so you've got 2 runes in the 12th house as well as a rune in the 8th house. You've got the Peroth rune in the 8th house. Ooh, something's fated to change here this month. Right, and in the 12th house, you've got the Awaz rune as well as a blank new page. My goodness, in the 12th house. It looks like you are leveling up. There's a great level up happening this month because of the huge fated transformation here, as well as something that you're meant to know about during the month. It's a blank new page. Perhaps your cards are going to show us all about it. But I see a loyal partnership as well happening. Let's find out. Let's find out. You do have the Manaz rune at the end of the day, which is all about interconnectedness. This rune seems to want to be here as well. Ah, the Wunyu rune. This is going to be a great month. I love this for you. Okay, let me pull out your chart to the side, take it out of the tray, and I'll be back. Okay, so let's take a look at your tarot cards. You've got the Musician with inspiration and gratitude. And I've just noticed this is the Awaz rune, not the Yewaz rune, which is about resilience. It's also about peace, like it represents the yew tree. So there's something about peace and resilience here. We'll find out in any case. The Musician with inspiration and gratitude. Okay. You've got, let's take this one. Saturn in Taurus with ostentation. Okay. Ooh. If you're a musician, this is your month to shine. Right. You've got, actually, we can't place anything here. You won't be able to see it. Will you? No, let's not take that risk. You've got community. Very interesting. Musician and community. I mean, if you're a musician, it looks like this is your month. Okay, maybe this is talking about your talent, by the way. The musician here. especially that we see the 12th house, you aligning with your soul path by tapping into your talent. And it really shows this month. In any case, too early to put it together. You've got globe. Ooh, you're going international, baby. You've got, why can't I push this a little bit, actually? Use the space up there and place this one here. It seems like it wants to be there. You've got photosynthesis, right? The cards are very interesting, I must say. You've got Moon in Taurus with exaltation. A lot of Taurus energy in today's reading. In fact, one of the energies here is Taurus. So a lot of second house. And you've got insects. So the keywords here, some of them at least, are extermination or exterminator, hive, fire ants, bug, creepy crawlies, aliens, invertebrate, a swarm, scarab, parasites, rotting body, flies, many legs. In any case, we get the idea. Let's take a look at your tarot cards. So, what can pile number 1 expect in their month of March, please? What can pile number 1 expect in their month of March? Ooh, you've got the Queen of Wands. Temperance. The Knight of Wands. The Hermit. And let's stop right there for a moment, grasping all of that energy. Wow, what's going on here? It looks like, oh, this is the month. Do you see Alice here has figured out how to grow, how to shrink, like learns how to be flexible to suit her situation. She's learning all about her power and the power of her surrounding and how to use it to her favor. At this point with the caterpillar who's been guiding Alice all along through all of these riddles, Alice not understanding what she's supposed to do and being absolutely frustrated. This is one of the moments where she finds out about how to maneuver through her surrounding. And so it looks like this month you're understanding your powers and you're understanding how to use your environment and what you have to your favor. This is a big moment for you because with insects, I feel like there were so many annoying, creepy things that were happening in your surrounding. They seemed small, but really in a large number, they would wreak havoc. So in my opinion, it seems like you were being very annoyed with many little things in your surrounding, in your situation, in your life. And their numbers were starting to increase. You were getting very worried and you were wondering how you are going to overcome this situation right there in your life. And with the Queen of Wands, you're like off with their head. You've understood your power, how to use your surrounding to your favor to make things work for you in the month of March. And you understand how to leverage things, to your favor. Exactly that. Here, the Queen of Wands always says, off with their heads. So seeing the insects here, in my opinion, this is talking about how you're finding out your power this month and you're using it to your favor. You're obliterating, annihilating all of these little annoyances once and for all, and you're really shining bright. Might I say with globe here and community internationally. Interesting. Okay. Exaltation, ostentation. My God, your power is showing, you're showing. And again, photosynthesis is the same idea. You're making very good use of your environment to nurture and grow, to nurture what you care about and grow. Now, although this is the Hermit card, we have the White Knight here who's helped Alice in a moment of need. And so with the Knight of Wands and this particular Hermit, it does look to me like, although you're on this journey alone and you must do things on your own, this is a month where someone who's got the power to get things done, maybe this is even a program, a program that you're using, something that you'll use to your favor, will get something done for you this month. It will make something happen. It could be a connection because of the Manaz rune, which is all about interconnectedness and how we help each other. So it looks to me like this month, maybe you've helped someone before and they will be helping you out in the month of March, and with regards to the situation or something else that you care about. Or maybe it's a one-time thing. You help someone out and they want to help you out. And their help is going to be so significant because, like I mentioned here, it's getting something done. So Peroth in the 8th house is very clear throughout all of your cards. Actually, this is a month of huge transformation and it's a fated one. You're finally getting how to get in touch with your power and how to make use of it, and you are leveling up with the 12th house here. You're finally leveling up, and with this level up, it looks to me like it's giving you an opportunity to attune to your real talent, your real power, and what you came here to do at the end of the day. It's kind of the energy I'm picking up here. It's going to inspire you to pick up your pen, to pick up your guitar, to pick up your art, or to pick up something that you're good at and start using that to your favor this month. It's kind of the energy that I'm seeing here. And so, you know what? The Yewaz rune has to do with death, and death is always transformation. So seeing it in the 12th house, this is transcendence. You're ending something, death, you're killing, it's not the right word, let me take that in the editing. Let's say annihilating these things that were standing in your path, and thus the transcendence, thus the growth, by making use of your environment. So it's a blank new page here. It's a new beginning, and you feel like, now I get to show my talent, or I get to do things the way that I want. I understand how to maneuver my environment. And so now I'm the one who gets to decide what I want to do. You're not responding anymore. You're now in the energy of creation and moving in the direction that you want. There's something about community here. There's something about you being seen, ostentation, exaltation, community, globe, Queen of Wands, which is the most popular archetype. So, of the court cards. So, there's something about you shining bright this month. Your talent being seen. You shining internationally. I mean, the globe card is not here for no reason. At least the different communities around you get to know about what you're doing. You're really seen this month. That's very clear. And so that sort of transformation and transcendence is fated to happen in the month of March. Perhaps you've been getting this date in previous readings. Next year in March, maybe, or in the month of March. If you've been getting a lot of something will happen in March, where there you go. Something is fated to happen for you in the month of March. In any case, this is a very positive experience because you've got the Wunyu rune. You're going to be so happy in March with all of these changes and how you're figuring things out and all of that. Because Wunyu is the rune of bliss. It's the rune of joy. It's the rune of success. So you're really feeling like you're making it in life, you're making it in whatever you're trying to pursue, you understand your environment, and so on and so forth. Yeah, you feel like, I got this, I know what to do, I'm very happy, I'm going to use it to my favor, I love what I'm doing, and I'm finally ending this danger / number, small issue, but in great size that could wreak havoc number problem. All right. So let's get more information about your month and expand on what we're seeing, and to maybe even get more information about the month itself. So you've got the 8 of Swords, and I see a lot of chances. I feel like you were so tied to chance, as opposed to here you working things in your favor. This card definitely doesn't show chance. You're like, I know what to do now. I'm not waiting for something to happen for me so that I'm lucky and able to get out of a particular situation. Here you're like, if this happens, I know what to do. If that happens, I know what to do. As opposed to the 8 of Swords here, where you're so stuck and so reliant on chance before. You know, if a good card shows up, you're lucky. If a bad card shows up, you feel stuck. And you can see here the difference in energy. And the mushrooms were right there behind you, but the mushroom there, but you weren't seeing and you weren't making use of your environment before. So, you've got the Wheel of Fortune. And Alice racing through time, trying to change something in the past, perhaps trying to change something in the past so that it works for her in the future. And there are the cards here. You're changing your fate in terms of chance and luck. Wheel of Fortune after all, right? You're the one who's running it here. Do you see that? With the Wheel of Fortune, you're again not waiting for the cards to show up, the right cards to show up to determine your fate. Here it looks to me like you're the one who has a grasp on your fate and your fortune. Interesting. Because, you know, with the rabbit and the 6 o'clock in Alice, where the time is stuck at 6 o'clock, it looks to me like you were fortunate in the past. And something with the 6 o'clock here hit, like at some point with regards to your journey, something struck you. And from then onwards, you were stuck there. You couldn't move. Your luck wasn't moving. And it looks like this month, you're healing this moment. So how are you healing this moment? By healing this moment, you change your fate and your fortune. 10 of Wands. You're doing that by releasing the heaviness that you were carrying that was slowing you down from that moment. What struck there? What happened in the past that changed your fortune, that you're reversing now, and kept you stuck somewhere for so long? What was that hit? King of Swords. You know, this is Humpty Dumpty, and once Humpty Dumpty falls, the men All of the men couldn't bring him back again. The Humpty Dumpty could be your ego, especially the King of Swords, of course. A fragile ego. Look, this reading is saying that you, with the King of Swords, always had the power to make things work to your favor. With dictionary, I think you are fluent with this situation if you had made use of it and planned well and strategized. But I think your ego was so bruised, and I don't mean ego like you are, I mean the ego self was so bruised by that hit. Perhaps it started scaring you. Perhaps it started forming limiting beliefs that your fortune was debilitated. It's not moving anymore. Nothing is moving for you anymore. You were stuck with a specific hit. It hurt your ego self that it wasn't making use of its environment and wasn't planning properly. It's okay if hits happen here and there. That's life. The learning lesson here is to realize that things are ever changing and you must learn to maneuver your environment to your favor, to be as flexible as you can be, to make use of what's happening rather than to be debilitated by it. And so what are you loading off? You're loading off all of the heaviness that's resulting from the Eight of Swords, the limiting beliefs, the fears, the threats, all of these things that were a result of a fragile ego and not the reality. And so this is the month you're picking up your sword, you're picking up your power and going, so my environment is like this. That's what's happening. I've got this power and I've got that power. I'm going to use this and I'm going to use that. And I see you strategizing and planning and offloading this heaviness once and for all and using your environment to create something. And you're going to be very fortunate with what you are about to take steps towards. You found yourself this month, my dear pile number 1. You really found who you are and what you're capable of. It's never about your environment. It's about you learning what you can be in any environment in the world. In fact, this makes me feel like you're uniting with your real self here. There is an access to you uniting with your real, true self again. And that's what's bringing your power back. And it looks to me like it's the most important discovery of the whole month. While this connection right there will be very important, the real connection this month that's changing your fortune is the connection you're making with yourself. Being able to rely on yourself fully in maneuvering your environment, finding your power. You're not afraid anymore. And once you hold that sword, your power shows this month because it looks like you'll be doing amazing things. Let's get to the amazing things that you're going to be doing this month. Ooh, you've got the Ace of Swords. And look, you're imagining things. You're writing your dreams down and you're starting to take clear actions. Yeah, actions. You're starting to take action towards the things you're planning and envisioning this month. Seven of Swords. You're being intelligent. You know, the Seven of Swords is very interesting. We have here the concept of duality, the shadow and the light. It's interesting that the Seven of Swords here comes in because where is the Alice ego self? Yes, the Humpty Dumpty. So we were talking about the ego that wants to be the goody two shoes, the one who doesn't do anything bad, for example, doesn't do this, doesn't do that. And then we've got the shadow self that has desires, but the self is repressing this shadow because it doesn't want to admit that it has these faults, for example. And when Alice sees herself, this means, with the underground here, this means that Alice acknowledges her shadow. So there is a moment of, you know what, I acknowledge that I have this weakness there. Or I acknowledge, and that's what I wanted to get to with the Seven of Swords, I acknowledge that this particular direction that I was suppressing can give me a lot of power, but I was deeming it as bad or evil. And it doesn't mean at all that this month you're going to do something evil to get what you want. Absolutely not what I'm saying. But with the duality and what the High Priestess teaches us, and every duality card, is that we must understand that in the yin and in the yang, there's always a power. And if we deny one of them, we never reach our potential. And sometimes when we're so stuck somewhere, we want to ask yourself, are we leaning in too much towards a specific power, ignoring its opposite? And so here, you're like, let's say you deemed something as evil. You're not going to do that evil thing. You're going to learn what type of power this evil thing is presenting that you can use in a healthy way to your favor without doing the evil thing. So for example, let's say someone has deemed money as evil. Money is the root of all evil. Power is the root of all evil. Let's take power as a better example. Power is the root of all evil. Power and money. So you avoid that. Your good self is like, no, I don't want money. No, I don't want power. And in that way, you're not able to get money to achieve your dreams, to pay your rent, to take care of the people that you love. You don't have to be a corrupted person within you. You don't have to. Like, money doesn't have arms and legs, and it's not going to force you to do something bad unless you want it to. Just like a knife. If you own a knife, you're not going to kill with it. You know that you're using it to cook with it. There, I said the K word again. You're not going to end lives with it. You're going to use it to cook a delicious meal, to eat healthy food for you and your loved ones. And so this example is just used to explain to you what I mean by taking the power from what you deemed as evil and not fully discarding it, but not doing the evil thing. And so here with money and power, you can use money to help the poor. I mean, somebody's going to take the money. It's either the evil people who want to hoard it and do bad things, or the good people. They need to wake up and get money to do charity, to have power, to do charity, to do the good things, to do the amazing projects, to do businesses that are good for the environment and actually serves people. Power should not be given to the evil because they'll wreak havoc with it. It's only when the good people wake up and don't deem power as bad and use it in the light. So the attributes of power is to not be like, if we study power, people who want power are not hesitant. They are confident about what they want. They take action towards it. They understand the reality of life. They understand that life is not always fair. And they are able to go quickly through life and in a more flexible way and get their power because they understand this fact. And on the other extreme end, if someone is good but deems power as bad, they may not be pursuing it. They may be hesitant to go after it. They may be too reliant on the fact that they're good, and so the world will always be fair to them, never learning from the feedback, because life is what it is. Life has that dual nature, the good and the bad. It teaches us that. Sometimes it's sunny, sometimes there's a volcano. it is just the truth of life. It has both energies. We cannot deny one or the other. But what we can do is have a balanced perspective to keep our good values, but at the same time learn the truth about life and learn that things like money, power, in that particular example, are not evil things, but you want to use it in a balanced way. So it's exactly like saying, oh, no, don't learn chemistry because some people use chemistry to create toxins. Well, you don't have to use chemistry in that way. You can use chemistry to learn how to heal, and so on and so forth. And so all I'm trying to say with the 12th house and the High Priestess dual energy, as well as the Seven of Swords that showed up, is that this month you're understanding the power of the opposite energy that you haven't been tuning into with the Temperance here. You're like, I always use this power. Now's the time for me to use that opposite power, just in a balanced way. And this is going to create an amazing shortcut to your favor. I think you're being bold here and you're understanding, maybe I can just do that. Why was I denying myself this for so long? Why did I deem it as bad, evil, wrong, hurtful, dangerous, whatever this was, and you're using it to your favor? You're not letting your ego stand in your way. And that is the details in how you are making use of your environment this month. As your cards have been showing, this is a huge level up. You're going through a huge level up that's going to show in many ways. This is a new page for you where you have a grasp over your life or a grasp over the situation and going, if I want this, I'll use this. If I want that, I'll use this. And that is that. It is your month of bliss and success and your true connection with yourself. And this is exactly what I see for your month of March, my dear pile number 1. I do see that it's a fated month of great change in every way, inside and outside. And I truly hope you've enjoyed your reading. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number 1, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye! Hi, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. Today, we're taking a look at your March 2025 predictions. These are the decks that I'll be using for your reading. If at any point you're interested in any of these decks, you'll find that I always list them below for you guys. But very quickly, let me introduce your reading to you, your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful Garnett. And if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Capricorn, Scorpio, and Gemini. Welcome to your reading. If these are not your signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. Okay, as you can see on the far right, there is a chart of astrological houses in which we'll be in a moment casting some runes on to get a detailed reading about your month of March. All right, so let's start shuffling. And then I'll be pulling out and casting your runes. All right, so 1, 2, 3. Right, so we've got a rune in the 4th house here. That's the Hagalaz rune. We've got, the Peroth rune in the 11th house. And we've got in the 10th house the Ingwaz rune. Very interesting. Okay. Let's put these back. And now let's check out your oracle cards. So you've got letter, which popped out open first. The keywords here are white envelope, handwriting, anonymous, threat, a telegram, confession, stamp collection, postage, mailman, signature, all of that. Okay, look at these sliding out. I'm actually going to take them. And then we'll shuffle this in a moment. All right, you've got Venus in Scorpio with secrets. And so sorry about that. There we go. And Scorpio energy is very strong in this pile. All right, you've got the Hunter with sure-footedness, as well as predestination. Okay. Excuse me. You've got the Acolyte with new projects and learning. And you've got migration, right? We're going to shuffle your tarot deck. But first, I want to remove your chart from the tray so that we have space for your tarot cards. Right, so that's shuffled. Let's keep it here, your cards here. I'll take this out and I'll be back. Okay, right, so let's check out your tarot cards. You've got the Knight of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, you've got the Three of Cups, and the Lover's card. Let's stop for a moment. Actually, I can fit a card here, you know? I can definitely fit another card here in the top row. We don't have to stop there yet. Don't these two together look like an hourglass, especially with the drop here and the drop here? This is the second time I've noticed this month. Okay, anyways, we can definitely fit a card here. And Inspiration of Cups. Inspiration, is that the Queen or the Page? I think it's the Page. Let me check. Or I can actually check using the guidebook. Hold on. Ah, yes, the Queens are the Spirit. Inspiration is the Page of Cups. So we've got the Page of Cups here. Look at this finger holding the cup. It definitely makes me feel like you've got to grasp this month over something you really wanted, and you get to be amongst the community or those people that are enjoying that benefit or are enjoying that thing. It's certainly, with the Ace of Pentacles, a new beginning that you will enjoy this month. And you can see fated, the rune of fate, Perils in the 11th house. There's like a like-minded community. You get to be, in my opinion, it's fated for you this month to be a part of a community that you always wanted to be part of, or you wanted to be enjoying something so much that you really wanted, and you get to be amongst those this month that enjoy it. So that's really nice. Perhaps you're going to get an invitation with a letter here for some of you. But this month you're vibrating with love. You feel gratitude. You feel like the world is treating you so beautifully. You feel like you're getting what you want. And you're really vibrating in that energy of love and gratitude and happiness. That's what I'm really feeling with this specific Lover's card. You finally get what you want. It's kind of the energy that I'm feeling here. Some of you, this is because you're traveling with migration. Some of you, maybe the community is like people of another country, or maybe you get to join a university or a program that you want with the Acolyte, something like that. But you're receiving a letter this month. You're like, perhaps a fated letter of congratulations, you get to be part of this, or congratulations, this is your visa, I don't know. But there's a letter here, and it's allowing you to finally pursue or be part of the community or that thing that you really love. It's fated to happen this month. In fact, it is so fated that you can see the Hagalaz rune in the 4th house. There's so much changes in your everyday life, where you stay, your home. It's the 4th house, where you stay, your home. There are changes in your stability. Changes regarding where you are staying, changes, major changes. And although it's such great news, there's the hassle here with the Hagalaz rune in the 4th house. There's the hassle of accommodating for this change. Whether this is you having to change homes or place or offices. It could be offices for a lot of you. You know why? Because you've got the Ingwaz rune in the 10th house. The Ingwaz rune is the seed. It's that Ace of Pentacles. 10th house is the house of work, career, but also goals. So it doesn't really have to be. It could be a new beginning towards your goal. But it's happening this month for you. And you're like vibrating all of these beautiful, high frequency emotions of kind of like being in awe, in what you're experiencing, not feeling like, oh my God, what a bliss this is to be experiencing this, what an opportunity it feels like to be experiencing that, to feel like you're part of this community, to feel like you get to have that, you're really feeling that gratitude this month. You know, this letter could be an acceptance letter for a job for a lot of you as well. But there's something like, congratulations, we would love for you to be part of something. I feel with Venus in Scorpio that this is something that you're not seeing. It's something that's been happening for you, and with so much detail, with so much care, like one end, like one person, one firm, for example, one embassy, whatever this is really focused on this energy to make it happen for you. It's their job, for example. And on the other end, you have no idea that this is happening for you. But it's in the making. It's in the progress. And with migration, you can see that it's absolutely going to change your life. And it's going to shift some form of location for you with the 4th house and migration. I feel like you're going to have to kind of move place, or maybe it could even be online, which means maybe you're not going to go to the office anymore. You're going to be doing things at home online. I don't know, but there's a huge shift around your stability. There's a new setup, let's call it. Let's put it this way. There's definitely a new setup. But make no mistake, this new place you're going, or this new opportunity that you will have, because you're head-hunted here with the hunter. You're a catch here. Whoa, thanks for someone. You're a catch here for someone. Perhaps these cards are describing who this someone is. Thank you. Although you feel like, oh my God, I love this opportunity, you will feel with the acolyte that this is kind of like a new project for you of some form, that you really have to learn a lot to keep or to make you grow, for example. Yeah, so there is excitement. There is, because of this great opportunity, there's you feeling the bliss. There's a little bit of inconvenient energy of you having to accommodate to that new thing. And there is learning. There's you like, but look, with the honey here, you are enjoying every drop of it. You're enjoying everything that you're learning. I feel with the acolyte and the honey here, you're like, I envision you as two big eyes going, oh, show me this, show me that. I want to know. I want to learn. Tell me everything about this. There's a huge curiosity, and you're enjoying that learning process. You want to soak up everything. Now, the Knight of Pentacles shows that with the shadow here, although you don't know so much about this vast field or place that you're getting into, you are putting in a lot of effort every day to be part of this new environment, to get to know how things work, how this new land works, how abundance works, for example, in this place. And you are putting in a consistent, incremental effort incremental. Yeah, I think you can say that. You're putting in consistent incremental efforts day by day, until you are able to enjoy the abundance that this new beginning is giving you. But you're gonna love this month, the month of March. All right, let's see why you are a catch here for this thing that you don't see coming yet. Why are you a catch? Because you're part of a community here. So you're definitely a catch one way or the other. So 5 of Cups. Inspiration, the Page of Wands. The 10 of Wands. And the 4 of Pentacles. Well, catch you are for sure. Okay, so why are you a catch? Because although this is a great opportunity for you to that other person or thing, you will be able to carry a heavy load that they have. So it's kind of like good for both of you. You get to have this great opportunity, and they get to have someone, one way or the other, carry a portion, a large sum of load off of them. To them, with the rabbit here and the 4 of Pentacles, you're a catch because with you, they'll be able to amass maybe some money or amass great abundance. You're a great catch. It's like you're their rabbit. Somehow, you're a great fortune to them. This person or organization with the 5 of Cups seem to be going through some silent pain of some sort. Because it's so blurred here. It's kind of like they know they're going through this sadness or this sad situation, but the outside has no idea that they're going through this loss or situation. And because of that, for some reason, you are their inspiration for change. You're their hope that you can change things. In fact, they do see you as that catch. You're that fortune they're looking for, and they feel like you have the capability and the grasp over things to be able to carry this heaviness at a time of great loss for them. So that's what I'm seeing here when it comes to you being a great catch for this person. I want to check what sure-footedness means. Predestination. Sure-footedness. Hold on. That's exactly what we've been seeing here. I've Googled this, and it says the ability to walk easily on rough ground without falling. That's what I'm picking up here. He prowled around with feline sure-footedness. Feline. In any case, you can see that this person feels like by time, as you learn and grasp things better, since you already have a good handle of the situation, what you can do, over time they feel that you can be of a great benefit and fortune, helping them amass the fortune that they need to get themselves out of this terrible situation. We've got an extra card here. Oh, wow, the 10 of Pentacles. You are really going to be happy amongst this new community, this fated community in the 11th house with the Perothrune, and you will all put your hands together to get a large sum of that abundance. So everybody goes home happy here. This thing, your community, everybody goes happy. Everybody goes home with their hands filled with abundance. This is all something you don't see coming here. May I ask, why don't you see this coming? I have a small deck here that I could just use so that we don't disturb your reading. I decided to put it on the side in case I'm like curious about something. Why don't you see this coming? Can we get more information? Maybe that will be useful information for you too. So you've got the King of Pentacles. Another king, my goodness, the King of Swords. It's kind of like an authority figure that can see you. Abundant, powerful, someone with the ability to make decisions and make things happen. They can see you. Okay? They can see your potential. You're part of their plans, of something they want to build on their mind. The Four of Wands, they feel like you can level up together. So I think you can't see them because they are of a high rank, very high rank. And they are studying at the moment how they can unite with you. But this is a day of great celebration with the Four of Wands for the both of you, for your side and their side. This is like a fated event that's going to happen. They're going to invite you to be part of a community here in your reading, right? Part of their community. Okay, then let's get more information with the Ingwas rune here about your new beginning, this Ace of Pentacles, this new beautiful fortunate beginning that is happening for you this month. Now let's get more information on that, because I feel like by time, this is such an important message. As you learn and grasp, the abundance fills, your cup is filled with great abundance. Okay, I'll shuffle your deck and I'll be back. Okay. So let's get more information about this fated community that you're joining this month, this new beginning in your career, work, or goals, studies, anything like that. Whoa, you've got the present moment. I have an inkling that as you're watching this video with present moment, perhaps for someone listening here, this will start. Just an intuitive idea. You've got the Seven of Pentacles. The Six of Swords. You've got the Ace of Cups. You're really going to love this. The boat here really shows that you're migrating somewhere, or there's a move. And we know that with the Hagalaz rune in the 4th house. There's movement. Okay, this one was moving, so I'm going to take it as well. We'll open it later. But what are we seeing? We asked about this new beginning. What is present moment signifying, please? 2 of Pentacles. Oh, a shift in your current life. Present moment is how you experience your life in the now. And so the 2 of Pentacles shows that there's a huge shift in how you experience your everyday life with this new beginning. Where you are, the people you'll be meeting and talking with, the things that you usually do every day, all of this is changing with this new beginning. Also, a flower keeps opening layer after layer after layer, revealing its beauty, but the inside bud, if we can say, doesn't open until last. So kind of like we leave the best for last. There's something about how everything you've gone through has led up to that moment right here. that will begin for you. And present moment, Ace of Pentacles, this is happening right away for you. It may even begin before the month of March begins if you're watching this now as I release this reading. Yeah, but yeah, there's something about this is happening now kind of thing for you. And everything led up to this moment. You can even see it here with the Seven of Pentacles. Your journey to that beginning that you love is going to take time to shift. What do I mean by that? It means that there are, in order for you to see yourself in that image that you want, it will take time. Like, let's say, for example, this is your vision of migrating to a new country, and you're like, oh my God, I finally got it. I'm migrating to a new country, and I'm going to go to university there, and I'm going to meet new people, and we're going to party and hang out, and we're going to do this, and I'm going to learn about that. And you imagine this whole life. And while it did begin for you, in the like you get that letter that invites you, or that visa that invites you, or both. It takes time for that full image that you have in your mind and heart to come together. It's going to take time for you to come and settle into the land, that the procedures of the movement itself, the travel itself, finding the right home, settling in, going to that university, learning about where all the classes are, meeting new people, then becoming a part of a community. You start picking up on the classes, maybe on the language, on this, on that, and then things start coming together and you experience that vision full on. So yeah, it makes me think that your reading is talking about, with this new beginning in the 10th house, that when it comes to this goal that you have, or this work that you, this like new place that you're getting into, yes, it starts in March, for absolutely. But in the month of March, there's something about you settling in, you learning, you're starting to grasp. Remember that big bowl we saw? You're starting to have a grasp over it. You're taking your good time with the Six of Swords to navigate through this new beginning gracefully. And then day after day, an advantage opens up for you, reveals itself to you. Day after day, an advantage reveals itself to you. You start familiarizing yourself with this new place. You start learning the language, or the language of the business. You start getting to know people. You start having a grasp over your work, this, that, and the other, until it finally, by time, slowly but gracefully, you start actually living that dream that you wanted. But no doubt it begins this month for you. This shift with the Two of Pentacles begins right now for you, my dear pile number 2. You know, I'm thinking, for some of you, maybe you're the one who's catching an opportunity, you know? Maybe you're the one who's catching an opportunity, and maybe you're the one writing a letter to get that opportunity. It's either this or that, really. And in the case of why this was such a good hunt, the cards show why you think this is such a good catch for you. Okay, since this is such a fated and important month for you, I want to pull out 3 cards to end your reading with some important guidance regarding this great time of change. You've got the 8 of Cups. Interesting. You've got the 7 of Wands. You're getting 2 more cards, actually. 8 of Cups, 7 of Wands, 4 of Wands. Oh, I get it. And you've got the Death Rebirth. Your guidance is cut right away with the 7 of Wands, your hesitation to face the dangers head on. Like, don't The longer you sit there, go, ooh, that's dangerous. Ooh, that's scary. Ooh, that's scaring me. The longer you're going to stay there. So your guidance with this great time of change is to get into the habit of always cutting right away your hesitation. If you've got to face something with the Seven of Wands, go right ahead and face it head on. Don't sit there watching all of the things that are scaring you. This, of course, does not mean you don't want to be careful. Be careful, learn about the situation, but jump into it. Don't just, if you sit there thinking so much about it, you're never going to take quick actions towards it. Because it shows you with the Four of Wands, this is your key to leveling up and succeeding in this new place. And this is your key to go through the great transformations that you're meant to go through anyways in that place. These are lessons that you're going to go through. These are challenges that you're going to go through. And these are situations you're going to face anyway. So whether you face them tomorrow or you face them next year, you're going to have to face them and you're going to have to learn these things. And so your guidance is the faster you cut out your hesitation, the sooner you get where you're meant to go, and the sooner you experience that great transformation that this whole situation is going to provide you. So think about, observe your dangers, think about where your destination is, have like a good course of action in your mind that will make sure it protects you and allows you to overcome these dangers, and go right ahead. Don't just sit there after this moment going, oh, I'm going to go. No, I won't jump now. Just jump into it is kind of the energy that I'm seeing as your guidance this month. And yeah, my dear pile number 2, this is exactly what I see happening in your month. I wish you all the best of luck with such an important month like that. I know you're going to do great, and I know you're going to feel blessed and loving every moment of it. This was your reading, and if you've enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number 2, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye! Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. Today, we're taking a look at your March 2025 predictions. These are the decks that I'll be using for your reading. If at any point during the reading you're interested in knowing the names of any of them, please note that I always list them below for you guys. You're getting 3 cards from this deck. But very quickly, let me introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful green Jasper. And if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Pisces, Aquarius, and Sagittarius. Welcome to your reading. If these are not your signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. Okay, if you can see, I do have your astrological chart of houses at the far right of the screen. I will be casting some runes on these charts, and together with the combination of the runes and the chart and the houses, we'll be able to understand and get into details what will happen in your month of March. All right, so let's shuffle your runes around. Oh, we've got a rune here standing. Whoa, I love this for you. It's the Fehu rune. It's truly a month of abundance. I love this. Okay, another one. I'm going to take them because I didn't cast any runes yet, and they're already falling. I feel like they're saying a message. Right, so you've got the Yera rune, harvest. Guys, Fehu and Yera, this is a month where you're harvesting something perhaps that you worked hard towards, and you're getting great abundance. The Tiwaz rune. Maybe you're going to do the right thing this month. You're finally going to do the right thing, and it's going to click. It's going to bring this abundance for you. But yeah, let's now start casting your runes. 1, 2, 3. Right, so in the 9th house, you've got the Wunyu rune. Lovely. The 5th house, you've got the Uruz rune. Amazing again. Between the 2nd and the 1st house, you've got the Algiz rune. I love this pile. Oh my God, I officially love this pile. And then you've got the Thurisaz rune in the first house. Okay, let's take a look at your oracle cards first and see what you've got. So you've got the priest with perseverance and faith. Perseverance and faith. Perhaps the Tiwaz rune is talking about how you've consistently done the right thing, maybe. You've got Mercury in Aries with restlessness. Yeah, it's like you worked hard towards something and you really had the faith that it was going to work out for you. Okay. You've got assassination. Okay. Let's keep that here. Right, this car instantly reminds me of Kennedy. The Kennedy secret story. So here you've got the card idiot. What? And you've got lawyer. What? It really makes me feel like you're going to be watching something on television, just like what happened with the Kennedys. You know, everybody's tuned in and watching it. There's a whole situation. There's a case. There are lawyers talking about it. I could be wrong. Let's wait and see. Maybe this idea will serve us in your reading one way or the other. So you've got emergence. Lovely. Right, let's take a look at your tarot cards. But first, I want to remove your chart so that we have all of this space for your tarot cards. Hold on. Okay, let's now take a look at your tarot cards. We'll place the first row so that we get the idea of what's going on. Right, so you've got the Eight of Swords, the Justice card, the Lawyer and Justice. What's going on? Okay. Maybe somebody's gonna get caught with the Eight of Swords. You've got the Death card. A huge change in a particular situation in your life. And I feel like it's nationwide. I get that sense here. Okay. And I feel like I want to pull out one more card. Should I put it here? We'll see. Boy, what's going on here? Wow. Where do we even begin with this reading? I mean, is it the abundance? Is it this crazy event? What's going on? What a reading. Maybe this clarifies this. Queen of Swords. Both cards speak about truth. Truth being revealed. Well, yeah, in fact, you've got Mercury in Aries with with restlessness, obviously, but Mercury's communication. And we do have the Thurisaz rune in the first house, as we have here. And the Thurisaz rune is like about something that scratches, a disruption, something that hurts, but it's for the greater good. So Algi's rune is also in the first house. It looks like you're going to say something powerful this month. Or there is a powerful announcement that will personally affect you in a strong way this month. Let me reflect on your cards. This seems like a big thing for sure. I actually think with the Eight of Swords that you are stuck. And look at the giraffe looking at all this drama. And so it makes me feel like you're watching something happen. Now, here is the thing. What is very bad news for some allows you to emerge. That's why you've got the Thurisaz and the Algiz rune both in the first house. So the ninth house, which is all about exploring something, and seeing the Wunyu rune with bliss, success, it makes me feel like you're going to observe some weird news next month, like you're going to be hearing about a huge drama happening, just like with the Kennedy. Everyone's tuning in. Someone does something, I want to say stupid, like a stupid mistake happens. Some truth comes out because of it. There's a lot of drama going on, no doubt about it. And this drama, I mean, we can call it drama all we want, but it's very serious for some people here. Especially seeing the Thurisaz rune is kind of like destructive for some. But here, you're making use of that, because that's another thing. The Thurisaz rune is kind of like a scratch, for example, that allows for your collagen to grow. That's an example of that energy. So, is it going to affect you? Yes, it's going to affect you, but it's going to turn out into something great for you, because initially you're going to go, ouch, what's this? No, 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 what's going on with this news? No. And then you explore it a little bit. As the truth starts coming out in every way, you take note of it. You're like, you know what? Actually, this situation is very good for me. And you start planning and strategizing and taking note of this. Is that an incense stick? You start clearing out that energy and you start emerging powerfully because of that situation. And so with death, it looks to me like initially you're going to hear some news. Priest is a high position, so you're going to hear some news from someone in great authority. This could be like maybe even nationwide or throughout your company or something. Initially, this news is going to make you feel like, oh my God, what is that? And then it will feel like it's the end for a few moments. And then as you obsess and listen more about what's going on here and take notes, you're like, wait a minute, hold up. Actually, this is great news for me. This can help me with my success. So with the Tiwaz rune here, I see that you start doing the right things. You're like, okay, so what's the legal situation about this? I should do this, I should do that, right? Okay, I don't want to go in any wrong, I don't want to do anything illegal. Okay, I'm taking note, I'm studying. And with the Tiwaz rune, you're doing the morally right actions. You're taking the right actions needed. You're doing it humbly, and you are doing the right thing. That, in this month, the month of March, will lead to so much success, and it will lead to specifically a lot of abundance and harvest. You will reap so much money out of this situation, and yes, I'm saying money abundantly, because you've got the Algiz rune in the second house, the house of wealth and money. And so it does look like it's going to turn to your favor. You're going to use things to your favor, and you're going to be making a lot of money this month, whether this is in like you taking that money or making deals, contractual deals that lead to you making a lot of money. This all begins by someone here making what I would say a very clumsy mistake. A very clumsy mistake, creating a loophole that allows you to see what otherwise should have been hidden. The Eight of Swords usually has the veil around the eyes. Here, the giraffe is like, whoa, what's going on here? So you're one of those people that gets to open their eyes and see something that other people are not seeing through that news, through that situation. And you're so obsessed here with the Queen of Swords. You want to hear everything very well. And you're taking note and you're learning. And you're like, okay. This is actually good news. If this is that, then that is this. It's just a balance. It makes sense. I can use this situation to my favor. So you start asking questions and they're like, yeah. Well, you got to do it like this. And there's a bit of aggressiveness here. And you got to admit that first, and you got to submit, that first, and you got to do this, and you got to be eligible to do that, and you got to be super unique for that to pass. And you're like, oh, I got it, I get it. You take note, and you start planning things, and you're like, this is a great step up for me. I can do this. And by being meticulous and making sure that you stick to the rules and do the right thing with the Tiwaz rune, and with the help of your strong creativity, because you've got the Uruz rune in the 5th house, the house of creativity, and the Uruz rune is all about strength. So with the assistance of your great creativity and the strength of your creativity, your ability to create, here, with all of these elements together, you get to be one of the unique people that makes great use of this weird situation that comes out to the public or comes out in the open. You open your eyes and you're like, oh boy, I'm definitely not stuck. I just didn't know about that. And this is a month where there's huge transformation going on. You see all the frogs showing up all of a sudden. You're like, where was all of this? There's a whole life out here that nobody knows anything about. Let me go through this. Let me walk through this, and let me make use of this situation to my favor. And this situation is going to be giving you financially to your favor. And I think with lawyer, maybe even some of you are going to hire a lawyer, maybe, to be able to go through this in the right way and not do it in a stupid way, let's say. But this is going to be a big secret revealed this month. And you're going to do it legally right, whatever the situation is. Or if it's not legally, as exactly the cards are showing, at least you're going to take the correct actions that needs to be taken so that you emerge. So this opportunity or this situation allows you to emerge out of your life where you were drowning, and you get to fly free. You get to be a free bird this month, my dear pile number 3. Yeah, and as I said that, I heard freedom. So wow, let's explore this situation more. How are you emerging? What's this freedom? We should definitely get more details on that. So what's happening with regards to this situation, please, for pile number 3? Can we get more details on it now that we see what's happening? Oh, thanks. You've got the 2 of Swords. Someone's got your back here for sure, covering you from any danger, because it's not easy. It looks like it was already some truth that no one intended for it to come out. So you're treading through this very carefully. And again, the 2 of Swords and the 8 of Swords, both of them are cards about not seeing, not knowing. So you're treading through something that seems very vague to you and thus could be scary. But you got someone who's got your back. You're like, I get your back, you get mine. And you're going through this very carefully. Ooh! But high risk, high profit with the Judgment card here. Although this is a highly risky situation and you're choosing to go through it with a lot of like just following the right path. You're not swaying in any way. You're rising very quickly with the Judgment card. This will allow for you to rise in your life very quickly. It's like you catching a great opportunity at the right time. You know, like for example, when in the stocks, that great stock that is at a very favorable price, and the people who have money invest or buy it right away, kind of thing, because it's only upwards from there. So it's like you catching the right opportunity at the right time. With the low stock, everyone's like, no, I'm losing money. And you're like, whoa, this stock is at this price, I'm going to get it. And then it rises all of a sudden and your wealth rises. So kind of like that. But that's just an example, of course. And then you've got the Four of Wands. And by the way, I'm not a financial expert in any way. I'm just reading the energy of your cards. Then you have the Four of Wands. You make a quick win kind of thing. You rise very quickly by taking a huge risk. And we talked about your risk. Although it's a huge risk, crazy, borderline crazy, you're taking the right actions, making sure you do the right thing. It is a crazy risk for sure. And you get that win right away and you celebrate that win. I'm so curious, guys. When this happens for you in the month of March, please update me. I would love to know what this is all about for you. But there's a big win, however this is going to translate for you, whether in the magnitude that I'm seeing or in a different magnitude. It's a big, what I'm sure of, it's a big win for you, and it's a big win financially for you. You're leveling up and you will be celebrating in the month of March. In fact, everybody is celebrating you here. Everybody's looking at this cow. Everybody's looking in this direction. So it's like everybody's celebrating this amazing move, congratulating you for your win or something. But this is the month you emerge. Your cards are showing me that you've been persevering. You've been working hard. But the universe always surprises us. How we get our results or how things actually work. We're guided to just do what we need to do as best as we can, and we never know the direction that life is going to take us. And that's why I've got the priest here and the crystal ball. It's kind of like you've put energy in, just like the balance, the laws of the universe. You put energy in, and your focus and your attention and your love and all of that. It's just that it's going to manifest its results in another way completely than what you thought was going to happen. And your reading here really teaches us that we just got to do what we got to do and not worry about the end result at all. Here, this is a pile speaking about an end result coming in the weirdest way that nobody can imagine. Okay, I think I honestly just want to continue. It's an amazing story and I just want to continue. Let's continue and see what the cards show us. You've got the Page of Wands, the Six of Cups, the Sun card. Okay. And we've got 4 more. We'll open in a moment. So, what are we seeing here? Well, it's a new dawn with the sun. Page of Wands, new dawn. Your cards are showing a new dawn. It's a time where you are growing at great speed with the Six of Cups in conjunction to the Page of Wands. and you're starting a new journey. No wonder you do have the ninth house here. I think with this new chapter in your life, because of this amazing win, I see that you're suddenly going to feel a desire with the Page of Wands to look further than where you usually looked at. Perhaps you used to look right under your nose. Here, I think perhaps you feel that sort of power and maybe financial security, it could be, to look further ahead. Because with the Eight of Swords, you were really stuck somewhere. You were even drowning here. And you're like, It's almost like it suddenly gives you the freedom to look, to have the, what's the word? To have the privilege to actually look where you want to go. Now your inner child is so happy, and you're like, little one, inner child, what do we really want from this world? What is it that we really want? I think you're starting to look into that direction here. That reminds me of the Danish flag. Sorry, the flag of Iceland. And did you know that they were one of the first countries in the world to have the first parliament? So again, this is kind of like insisting on the idea of, especially that it's in the head, the idea of democracy, having the freedom to do something. It's kind of like it's no more something in control of you. You feel like you have rights and you have the freedom to go and wander with the Page of Wands where you want to go. That's what I'm feeling here. And you're so excited about this with the Six of Cups and the Sun card. It's a new dawn in your life. And you're like, I could do now whatever I want to do. You're going to perhaps start with the Uruz Rune, start a creative project. Some of you are going to go to feel like, I'm so good at this. I'm going to start this creative project. I'm going to announce it. You're doing so many things here, but they're all in one direction. And that is the direction of your desires, the directions that speaks to your hearts and your passions with the Page of Wands. This is a big situation in your life here. Well, that makes me think, I feel like there's something I'm not understanding, and I'm not sure what it is. We already discussed how you're going to make use of this. We understand that it's an event, nationwide event of some sort, or company-wide event of some sort. Yeah, I don't think... It's just that how it's gonna roll out, I guess, is something that I'll just have to wait and see how you guys update me with this. All right, so you've got 4 more cards. Let's see what they show us. Perhaps they fill us in a bit. So you've got the 8 of Pentacles. I almost felt like you're going to join something. You're going to join a community of experts in the direction of your desires. You're like, oh, I always wanted to learn this and become an expert at this thing that I'm so passionate about. You're going to join this community. 2 of Pentacles. You're going to demonstrate your skills. You have a lot of people watching you. You're learning from the experts. You're applying. So many people are watching you as you're learning, as you're trying to figure things out. Many people are watching you because you're doing it out of pure passion and desire. Again, the feet and the leap. Knight of Swords. It looks to me like you're going to be making leaps upon leaps upon leaps. This is the fastest knight in the deck. You're going to be moving and progressing very quickly because it's in alignment with what your inner child is good at, what you're innately good at. And as you do tap into that energy and watch from the experts and learn to find your balance, you're going to move very, very quickly at this new thing that you're beginning or joining or starting. And you feel so positive about it. You know, with the sun card, you wake up with this specific sun card, you wake up early for it every day. You're fresh, you're full of energy, and you can't wait to do it. So it's kind of like you're going to, because of that, start actually doing what you really love in life. It's making me feel like you're doing well financially. So now you're very focused on what you love. And look at that with the strength card. My God. It makes me feel like the very thing that you used to struggle with, win over, is just working to your favor now. And it's in fact making things work in your favor. It's just flowing easy with you. You're not struggling with it anymore. It's become your power, in fact. One day it used to be your struggle. Now it's become your very power to achieve what you want. You sway left, it sways left with you. You sway right, it sways right with you. It's just working out for you. It works in your favor. And yeah, this is a big month for this pile. I wish you the best of luck here in your month of March. These are major changes. And yeah, all the best of luck with that. Make sure with this month you don't handle things on your own. Make sure you consult experts that will have your back, especially with the things you don't see. And my dear pile number 3, congratulations. This is a big month for you. This is exactly what I see. I wish you the best of luck with this. And if you've enjoyed your reading, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And you never know, my dear pile number 3, what's gonna happen next. And I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 4. Welcome to your reading. Today, we're taking a look at your March 2025 predictions. These are the decks that I'll be using for your reading. If you're interested in knowing the names of any of them, you'll find that I always list them below for you guys. But very quickly, let me introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful yellow Aventurine. And if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Leo, Cancer, Libra, Leo, Cancer, and Libra. Welcome to your reading. If these are not your signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. Okay, as you can see on the far right, I have a chart of with astrological houses, in which we'll be casting some runes on to see the details of what you can expect in the month of March. All right, well, I'll leave it here so that it doesn't affect the fall of the other runes. It did fall right next to the 12th house. So let's go. 1. And we've got the first house. 1, 2, 3. All right. So that's what we've got for you. Let's check out the runes. You've got the Tiwaz rune between the 5th and the 6th house. Okay. Very interesting. And then in the 9th house, you've got the Manaz rune. Perhaps you'll be connecting with others from other cultures with the Manaz rune in the 9th house, maybe. Just an observation. You've got the Algiz rune in the 9th house. There's very strong activity in the 9th house this month for you guys. And then in the 1st house, you've got both the Raido rune as well as the Uruz rune. You're presenting yourself with a lot of strength here. And in the 12th house, you've got the Suwalyu rune. Whoa! The Sawali rune in the 12th house. This is like another level of guidance here. I feel like this is a month where you will be greatly guided towards something. Enlightenment. It's the rune of enlightenment as well. It's the rune of victory. So power. Maybe you'll have a spiritual power this month. Maybe. Okay, we'll find out, of course, using the other methods, which are your oracle cards as well as your tarot cards. So let's get straight into it. We'll be checking your oracle cards first to see what your month is all about. I guess these are your cards. Thank you. Okay. So, checking your oracle cards first. You've got, ooh, look at that. You know, the Six of Pentacles. This is the Six of Cups, but it's the... Is it really the background of the Six of Pentacles? It's not. It's the Six of Cups. It's got the Magician and it's the Six of Cups. All right, so here we've got the scales with the Merchant. And the keywords are self-worth as well as trade. And you do have the self-worth part. There's a lot of energy when it comes to the vitality of your image and self-worth this month. Right. Anyways, let's keep it here for now. You've got gossip. How interesting. Okay. You've got hibernation. Were you missing in action? MIA. I don't know. It makes me feel like some people were gossiping about you. The key word here is bad reputation. Maybe you weren't getting yourself involved. But your name, how you're showing up this month is going to be very strong. That's why you've got the Uruz rune in the first house. Let's continue anyways. Oh, look at the sun. You're shining like the sun. You've got Saturn in Cancer with charity. I'm sure we can fit this one. Yes, we can, of course. You've got soil, something going underneath, like a whole world and activities going on. It's beneath you, of course, but it's like you have no idea about. It's all hush-hush. Let's take a look at your tarot cards. Actually, I want to remove this from the tray so that we have all the space we need for the tarot cards, and I'll be back. Okay, so you've got the Six of Cups. You strike me as someone who's alone a little bit or going on their own path. They're not really following the path of others. So you've got the Sun card. Someone who's perhaps carved their own path. You've got the Nine of Wands. But definitely with the Bear, a force to be reckoned with. Nine of Wands, power, confidence, strength. And that's showing up this month. And although you have been, I understand here, the Sawali on the 12th house. Although you have been greatly harmed, it seems, by others who may have been jealous of you or unhappy that you're taking your own path or whatever this is meant to show, I feel like the heavens are, I want to say, standing up for you this month. Karma is showing itself this month. The Sawali rune in the 12th house, there's something big here when it comes to particularly the people who have gossiped about you or have harmed you as a collective, one way or the other. You've got the Magician. And since we saw the Emperor, I'm going to pull it out and then we'll cover the rest of the cards for later. Let's just stop there and soak up the energy. There's something about your power showing this month. You see, the Uruz rune is a rune of power. It's in your first house, the house of the self. Your power is showing drastically this month. It was unpresent. It was not present before. Somehow you were hibernating. You were under the ground. People couldn't see you. Also, there was a lot of activities going on under the ground when it comes to the people talking about you, but just not showing you. And maybe you didn't know a lot about it even. But this month, the Sawalyu rune, the rune of the light, enlightenment, everything hidden is coming to the light. You're showing up. The lies about you are popping out. Everything, even your pile has the sun coming in. So this is the month where the truth comes out here. Your truth, your power, see, the hidden comes out. The high priestess, right? Pops out, just like the magician. Poop, I'm here. This is a month of great spiritual karmic force, with the scales here and seeing the Sawalyu rune in the 12th house right next to the high priestess and the magician. Powerful, powerful month where the truth comes out. And it's coming out in strong force this month for you, especially that you've got the Tiwaz rune between the 4th house and the 5th house. Tiwaz is doing the morally correct action in the 5th house, the house of energy. I kind of feel like it's a strong force of truth, just the truth appearing, the right thing happening, of the universe adjusting the scales a little bit, kind of like shaking things up so things come into balance again. Maybe they've once gone on one extreme and then another time they've gone into another extreme. This is a month where there's a lot of shake-up. You're waking up, you're sitting back in your power, the gossip, there's repercussions, is it called? I think so, for the actions of those who have been harming you for so long. That's happening, that's occurring. And you can see here, the heavens are really helping you this month. You are so loved. Everybody, don't get me wrong, everybody is well loved, but there's something about your spirit guides looking out for you. There's cosmic love. I don't know how to explain it. Of course, everybody's loved, but there's something here about cosmic love giving you back to match your karma, to match the good things, to match your good heart. There's looking out for you is all I can see here from the universe this month. You will really feel like the universe is by your side. It's helping you. Things are just working out right this time with this cosmic force. You're feeling like, yeah, I mean, finally, these people get to pay for it. Or finally, the hard work that I put in gets results, reaps results. Finally, that thing that was going on for so long that was wrong is adjusting itself. Finally, this thing has spoken the truth. There's just truth. The right things happening this month. You're watching all around you and you're like, I'm so proud of the world these days. Things are just going on, happening right. What's going on? And it's really fueling your power. I feel like this is really making you feel powerful, strong, and able to withstand the challenges that you currently have. Now, this 9 of Wands is in the background of the 9 of Pentacles, which is a wish fulfillment. It makes me feel, I'm not saying that a wish is coming true this month particularly, but I am seeing that with all this cosmic balance that's happening this month, and you are seeing so many things change and you're hopeful and the sun comes into your life, you're going to find your power this month again. And you're going to feel like, hey, things aren't that bad. Somehow, this is giving you power and confidence to pursue a particular wish that you wanted. You're rectifying something, maybe, with the 9 of Wands. You're bringing down something or standing up for yourself, perhaps, or just pursuing something with great force. All I can say is that everything that's happening in the month of March is genuinely giving you, lending you, or you're catching the energy of that force and you're feeling empowered. And I see you this month going, I'm going after this particular dream. You're out this month. Where you used to hibernate, you are all out. I don't know what this means, but we'll find out in a moment. You're all out and you're like, I'm getting this. This is mine. And there's no way you're not going to get it. This is the high priestess and the magician. That's the sort of power that makes things happen. That's the sort of like belief that just makes things happen. So there is a wish this month, and I will explore what this wish may be, what it could be, that you're starting to pursue in that month because of that energy that you're catching. And I wanted to see, where were you hiding? What's that thing about you hiding? Just so that I understand better. What's this thing about you hiding and you coming out again? I don't really understand. Just so that I can do your reading better. So you've got the Six of Wands. That's the background of the Six of Swords. Six of Swords. Perhaps you were going through your own challenges, going through some chaos that you were trying to handle, and you're now succeeding and you're starting to calm down and show up. Yeah, the Fool card in the Devil card. Again, I feel like you were entrapped in something, some dark energy or some dark situation that you were trying to resolve. And you had to stay loyal with that particular situation so that you can come out of it successfully. And that's happening this month. You're finally coming out of all of this successfully. You're starting anew with the Fool card. And because you're starting anew, you're showing up now. You're like, yeah, I'm here. Okay? That's what it looks like. Your power has awoken, actually. Your power has awoken. I'm getting it. Now that all of the things that were tying you down and this chaos is out of the way, your power is showing again. So you're ready to show your power. You're ready to come out and show your power. That's what I'm seeing here. Okay, this is starting to make sense for me. And the other thing I wanted to check was your wish. What wish are you going to have the confidence of pursuing this month? This is one wish that's going to stick to your mind and it's not coming out. Here, nothing is impossible to you and you're making it happen. So what is this wish? You've got the Ten of Swords and the Three of Wands. It seems like it is regarding a pain that you have, whether it's a physical pain or the mind, like a mental pain, agony over something. And I feel like this month, a wish that you have is to heal this pain. It could be a heartache, it could be like something mentally that you're going through, or a physical pain. And you're like, this month, I'm going to work on this. And it's over. It's over. It's over for me. Nothing is impossible for you. No amount of doctors or experts or friends or family that will tell you it's not going to work. You're like, this is working for me. And I'm not an expert here, of course. And always consult your experts. I'm not advising you to ever do that. I'm just saying that it looks like in your cards, you have that bold energy of it, believing that impossible is nothing. That impossible is not something you're accepting. And you're going after this boldly this month. And you're like, I am going to heal this. And you are with the Three of Wands. You're going to make it work. It's going to end with the Ten of Swords. And you are, in fact, going to proceed with great health. It's going to work out. Whether it works out in March or moving forward, it's going to happen. Okay, you've got something in the fourth house here. Tiwa's rune in the fourth house. Maybe these are family, perhaps, but it doesn't have to be. What is the Tiwa's rune in the fourth house for my pile number 4, please? You've got the Eight of Cups, walking away from something. Oh, look, it looks like an arrow. And it's pointing us towards the 9th house, and that has an arrow pointing back at us. Just reading it intuitively. So, looks like you're walking away from a situation that you may have regarded as dear. And here, there's action going on because you're leaving. Now, a lot of action starts to happen as you leave this dear situation. You're not leaving suddenly, by the way. I do see there's a progression here. It's the background of the Eight of Pentacles. There are steps that you're taking to leave. So in the month of March, you're deciding to leave. And you're going through a process to leave. Maybe your home, maybe a family, maybe a community that you really care about, or a place that you call home or something like that. Or some place, it could be your safe space. It doesn't have to, it could be your comfort zone. Maybe you're leaving your comfort zone. Not right away, but you're taking it step by step. And the Two of Swords. Although you really don't know how this is all going to work out, you have a vision in your mind, because that's the background of the Two of Wands. You have a vision in your mind, and you can see everything in your mind. Are you sure it's going to go the way you're expecting? You're not sure. But this is why you're taking it step by step, and you're starting to apply that in the month of March. This takes us to your 9th house. The 9th house. Mana's rune is a rune of interconnectedness, and the Algi's rune is a rune of power. What is going on here? Is this talking about how these two are connected, the 4th house and the 9th house situation? Somehow, as you leave, this is crazy, but as you leave, the reason you're leaving slowly here is somehow you're trying to build a bridge, maybe a connection between where you are now and where you're going. And you're taking it slowly because you want that bridge to be strong. You want to make use of both situations, the old situation that you're leaving and the new situation you're getting into. So you're building this connectedness, a strong bridge between the two of them. Why are you doing that? You're so mysterious, my dear pile number 4. Why are you doing that this month? You've got the Three of Swords and the background of the Three of Pentacles. Both are saying kind of the same thing. And you've got the Eight of Swords in the background of the Eight of Wands. You see, here we're seeing pain with the Three of Swords. In the background, something is working. Here we're seeing someone being stuck, whereas in the background, something is moving in full force. So I'm picking up an energy of you building that bridge because it seems without this bridge, you lose an advantage. One place, something's working out for you, but it hurts you in another way. In the other place, you're stuck, but it can give you a lot of freedom or movement or something. So combining the two together, you get to take the advantages of both places and cancel out the disadvantages of both places. And that's why, my dear pile number 4, you're creating a bridge. I have no idea what you're up to, but I'm trusting your runes and your cards fully. Especially that they're showing great synchronicity here. This can't be a coincidence. So yeah, this is what's going on, and all the best of luck with that, I guess. And it looks like you know what you're doing, and you're taking your good time to create that bridge so that you cancel out the disadvantages of both places and enjoy the advantages of both places or situations, of course. Places, situations. Just places, faces. Okay, the last thing that I'm seeing here that we didn't explore is the Six of Pentacles up there. So it is a month where you are also, one of the major things about this month is that you are starting to plant many new seeds. You're really guided this month. And what a busy month. You're like, I want to do this and I want to start this. You have so many plans and you're planting the seeds to these different projects or different plants everywhere. And you're like, I want this and I want that and I want this and I want that. And you're taking action towards all of these things simultaneously. Six of Cups shows that these things are gradually going to work out for you moving forward. Let's see what it is that you're going to start planting this month. You see? The Rider rune, we forgot to discuss this. The Rider rune is a rune of journey, movement. You're moving towards personal goals, first house. These are goals that you always had in mind. It's like, I wish I could do that. I wish I can be that. I wish I can create that. These are all goals that serve you. And so this month, you're like, I'm going to move with the Rider rune. I'm going to finally make a move towards all of these different directions that absolutely serve me. So may I ask, am I allowed to ask what you are planting? I don't think I am. Okay. So you're planting different seeds this month. I wish you all the best of luck. Maybe I'm not, because you're just meant to discover it. We don't want the reading to persuade you to think in a direction. Maybe you're just going to think about it clearer. So yeah, I'm going to leave that open for you to explore this month. But generally, like I said, just to give you a quick recap of all of the things happening this month, my goodness, this is a month of karmic rebalance. The universe, it seems, your universe is shaking things up. And it's the month where you finally think, oh my God, the truth is coming out, the right thing is happening, I can't believe it. I can't believe I live in a time where I see the truth, where I see things coming into place. The people who are doing the wrong things are paying for it. It's not so easy to do, let's say, evil things or something like that. It's just people paying for what they've done, and your rights are you're getting back your rights in full force this month. Your power is showing. I feel like you had to go through a lot with the Hermit, and as we've explored it, you were stuck trying to figure things out. That took away a lot of your power. This month you feel like you're awoken. You feel your power is back. You feel like the universe is really helping you out in every way. This is giving you the confidence to heal something, as we've explored. Heal something about you. And you're going to be super stubborn about it. You're going to go. Nothing is impossible for you, and you're going to heal it. You're going to be out of it as well. This is a month where you are moving with the fourth house from one place to another, or one situation to another. A situation within your comfort zone and outside of your comfort zone. Now, you don't want to entirely move, it seems. You want to take advantage of one thing to... You know what this reminds me of? Maybe you love staying at home, but you also love your job so much. So perhaps you're going to start making things happen where you can work your favorite job, but stay at home. That could be one of the energies. In any case, I do see you are bridging between your situation now, or where you are now, and another situation, or where you want to go. And you're going to take your good time to bridge between the two, to build a strong bridge that will help you take the advantages of both places and cancel out the disadvantages of both places? Have I covered everything? Oh, this is a month. How did I forget that? With the first house and the Uruz rune, this is a month where your reputation is going to be at an all-time high. Strong reputation. I think a lot of people, after all of the gossip behind your back, are now, the scales are balancing. People are going to be speaking positively about you. They're really going to see you for who you are, and your rights are coming back in this way. I think those who have spoken badly about you are going to be seen in a negative light, and you are going to be spoken about in a positive light, some form of karmic justice playing out for you in this month. Have I covered everything? Yeah, it's a month where you really feel blessed and you feel like the universe is looking out for you. I wish you the best of luck, my dear pile number 4. This was your reading, the reading of the sun. I truly hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number 4, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye! Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading.